Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Danielle. This is Made on the Cape here on YouTube and on Instagram. This is my weekly Flosstube update. Today is Sunday, February 26th, 2023. I've got a lot to show you this week. It's been another cold week in Mass. It snowed yesterday afternoon, so I was able to get quite a lot of stitching in this week again. I've got some stash acquisitions to show you, some finishes, some FFOs, and progress on whips. So we'll start with the stash acquisitions. I placed an order with 123 Stitch, and I got it in this week. First thing, I thought I had bought the chenille trim from Lady Dot Creates. It turns out I must have gotten the Rick Rack. It's in the color Goldfish. I've never used Rick Rack before. I don't even know how. So if one of you guys would like to let me know down in the comments what I can even do with this. I'm going to have to place another order because I wanted the chenille trim. I got the Lizzie Kate Let It Snow. I'm pretty sure this is the last little flip it thing that I need to finish the set of the little Christmas ones. And it comes with this little itty bitty tiny red button. I've never seen such a teeny button. It's so cute. I got 12 Days of Christmas by the Tiny Modernist. I don't know why, but I'm obsessed with stitching 12 Days of Christmas. Pretty sure I've done one or two already previously, and I'm excited to get started on this one as well. And since I've been having so much fun stitching the winter from the Cricut collection, I decided to get the other three seasons. So we've got autumn, and spring, there we go, and summer. Those will be fun. I'll have to start kitting all those up real soon and get started on those. And then I went on to Etsy, and I did some damage on Etsy too. I don't have any of the patterns photos printed from Etsy, so I'm going to have to insert all of them here so that you can see them. I bought Let It Snow from the Tiny Modernist. I'm going to have to pick up some black fabric for that. I don't have any black fabric at all. I bought the Boston Sports Mashup. My husband's a big sports fan, so I figured he'd really like this one. It has all of the Boston sports teams all mashed up into one little logo. It's really cool looking. Red Sox, the Bruins, Celtics, and Patriots. I bought the Halloween calendar by the Tiny Modernist. And of course the Christmas calendar by the Tiny Modernist as well. Then I bought Home Sweet Home by Alaton Embroidery. I don't remember who I was watching, but she was stitching the Super Mario chart from somebody on Etsy as well, and I started searching on that, and I found a bunch of Mario patterns that, I don't know, I just kind of had to have for some reason. I just thought they were so cool looking. So that Home Sweet Home one. Also, I bought that Super Mario one that I saw her stitching. And also the Super Mario flower sampler. I am so excited. Thursday, we're going to see Hamilton live in Boston. So to commemorate that, I bought a Hamilton pattern by Knotting Treasures. And Patriotic Gnome by Cross Stitch Foxy. But I thought that was so cute. I fell in love with it when I saw it like months and months ago, and it's been in my favorites ever since. So I figured, you know what, I'm spending a bunch of money, I might as well spend a few bucks more. Why not, right? And last but not least, Oh My Stars by Calico Confectionery. Oh, and one more I almost forgot to mention is the Red Sox logo. I forget who it's by. I'll have to let you know in a little bit because I actually started it. It is for my nephew. He loves baseball, loves the Red Sox. He lives in Florida, but he asked me to stitch this for him, and he asked me in the summertime, and I'm just getting around to it now. So I'm pretty excited to see how that turns out for him. So the first thing I'm going to show is my FFO this week. I'm so excited that I got this done. It's the Spirit of Christmas by Lavender and Lace. It turned out so much better than I thought it would. It is so pretty. I just love it. I buy these frames on Amazon, and I frame them myself. And I always have my husband screw the little things on the back of the frames for me. We'll leave him up here for the rest of the video. So good looking. And finish this week is Thank by Lizzie Kate. It's got a little leaf button here. I plan on making this into a little pillow. I'll show you one that I've done previously that I want it to look like. This is the chenille trim that I thought I was buying, but I wanted it in like a gold color to go with the autumn feel. And I haven't decided what backing fabric to use yet. This one has like a velvety blue color on it. This is I think it's called USA Squared, also by Lizzie Kate. We'll put him up there too. Okay. All right. Now on to my regular whips. I've got here, I didn't bring the photo with me. I'll put it in here. Garden Party by Mirabilia. I'm stitching this on a 28 count hand-dyed Lugana in Blue Fox by Color and Cotton. I'll put a picture up here of what it looked like the last time you saw it. And here it is now. I was working on the blue dress down at the bottom here. I've put in a bunch of these leaves. Little leaves. Every week I feel like I'm just getting so close, and yet there's just so much still left to do on it. I always get into these Mirabilias thinking, oh, it's no big deal. They're huge. They're worth it. They're pretty. So there's that one. Next is a new start. Last Sunday I started this after I filmed, and I stitched on this for 3 days, Sunday afternoon, Monday, and Tuesday after work, and it's Blossom by Mirabilia. I bought this chart before it even came out. I had it on pre-order. I just thought she was gorgeous. And I'm stitching this on Joblin Pistachio 28 count by Color and Cotton. And here's where I got 3 days. I got a lot of her hair done there. There's still like a bow and a ribbon here, but I think all of the hair colors are done though. I started in the middle and I worked my way up to the top. I'm loving this on the pistachio fabric. They had it on like a purpley fabric, but I feel like a lot of the dress will get lost. I don't know. Okay. My cruise ship pattern. This is my coffee stitch in the morning. I'm stitching this on 28 count Lugana in Willow by Color and Cotton. Oh, I'll show you where it looked like last week. And here's this week. The 4th ship we went on was the Carnival Legend in 05. I don't really remember too much of anything that actually happened. You know, any story behind that one. I meant to look for photos before I filmed this, but I forgot. No big deal. Okay. So after I finished Thank on Monday during lunch, then I brought out, what is this? Where's the photo? I brought out Country Cottage Needleworks Snowflake Serenade. I worked on this for 1 lunch break, so 1 hour, Tuesday. I'll put a photo up of what it looked like last time you saw it. And here's where I got to. I worked on a bunch of the white border and the white snowflake in the top right hand corner. Not a whole lot, but every stitch counts. So for the rest of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, during my lunch, I worked on Trick or Treat by Maria Diaz, and it's in the world of cross stitching. I know I have the October 2017 edition. This is what it looked like last time you saw it. And here's where I got to. Sorry for the wrinkles. I just pulled it out of the Q-snap right before this. I'm pretty sure all the stitches are done in that little block, and now I just have to finish back stitching. This is so cute. It's nothing like a cute Halloween piece. Okay. Trying to stay semi-organized while we're filming here. Friday night, as usual, I worked on my full coverage piece, Heaven and Earth Designs, mini Curl Up with a Good Book, artwork by Randall Spangler. I'll put the photo in of what it's supposed to look like here. I'm stitching this just on a random, I think it's a 28 count even weave from Michaels. I'll put a photo of what it looked like last week. Yeah. Here's where it's at now. I'll try and put a side by side as well. I stitched 757 stitches, somewhere around there, 750 something. And I finished both the green and the orange book. The green and the orange book are fully stitched. And I took those threads and I just carried them throughout the piece until they were completely stitched in. A lot of that ended up in like this pillow right here, and in the little dragon itself a little bit. And I think this blue book here got some stitches here, filled in a little bit. I just love looking at this piece. Every week it looks better and better, obviously, but it's my first full coverage that I've ever done, my first Heaven and Earth design. Pattern Keeper makes it so much easier to work on stuff like this. I had tried, when I first bought it, I don't think Pattern Keeper was out yet, and I had printed out all the pages, and I was trying, you can see the highlight way back here so you can't see, but it was pretty rough going in the beginning. Even with most of it being non, what's the word I'm looking for? But it was blocks of colors because it was the background. And I knew when I was going to start getting into the confetti that it was going to be miserable. And I wanted to stitch it so bad, but I also didn't want to deal with that. And I was so glad when Pattern Keeper came out. It's made stitching that a joy. The last piece I'm going to show you this week, like I said, is another new start for my nephew, Red Sox logo by Stitcher Universe on Etsy. I'm stitching this on a 14 count Aida white. And here's where I got. I started this yesterday morning, and then we ran out and did a bunch of errands and came back. I had gone to the eye doctor and gotten my eyes dilated, so I'm super sensitive to the dilation. It took me hours to get my sight back, and so I didn't get going on this again until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But like I said, it snowed yesterday, so we pretty much just hunkered down in the house and yeah, I just stitched all afternoon and into the evening. I'm really pleased with the progress on this one. I'm gonna have to ask him how he wants me to finish it. I don't know if he wants a wall hanging or a pillow. So we'll see. So that was the last piece I had to show you. Like I said, it was a pretty prolific week for stitching. I'm pretty happy with it. I got quite a bit done. I've been getting so much more stitching done since I've been starting these videos, and I think it's because I want to have a lot to show you guys, which is really helping my stitchy bug. I wasn't sure if it was gonna help or hinder it, like I said, because I'm not really one to make plans and stick to them, because once I make a plan, all of a sudden I don't want to stitch that thing anymore. So, but since I'm not actually making specific plans on specific items, I'm just wanting to stitch to show. It's really been helping. I've been really pleased with that. So, yeah, I think that's it for this week. Next week, I don't plan on having anything to show you for stash acquisitions, because I'm pretty sure I outspent my budget this week. But hopefully I'll have a bunch of stuff to show you next week. Hopefully more finishes. Let's keep this ball rolling, right? So thank you for watching. I'll see you next week. Happy stitching.